Hi everyone, it's Naza here. Hope you're all doing well. As you can tell from the title of today's video, I just really wanted to hop on here just to share a few tips on how to deal with or combat seasonal depression. You can call it seasonal depression, seasonal affective disorder, or winter blues. Okay, and when it comes to winter blues, it tends to of course occur in the winter. Tend to find that actually around this time you have a common symptoms, from year to year. You might find that you feel more down, feel more lethargic, a bit more demotivated, not really want to speak to people, want to just sort of be inside a bit more, and just not being able to do the things that actually you would usually do when it's not winter or when it's summer. Okay, it's quite common for a lot of people to experience, but still it's quite difficult when you haven't experienced it before, not actually knowing how to deal with it. Sometimes you just find yourself stuck in that cycle every single year. So here I am, just going to share a few tips and hopefully it helps. So number one is being active. Now I know this sounds very basic and you probably heard about it like 1,000 times, okay, but being active, and I'm not saying you have to do the Olympics or like run 1,000 miles. Being active can just simply be something, just stepping outside, going for a walk, and getting some fresh air. Now understandably, I know certain circumstances might mean actually these things that are simple aren't actually so simple. So it might be it might be good to find ways to adjust, or find things that can adjust to actually increase your activity levels. Even if it is just going out in your garden, if you have one, stepping out to the balcony, a few stretches in the mornings, being a bit more active. And I think research even shows that just going for an hour walk or even just 30 minutes walk is enough to actually boost your mood by a lot. So being able to get outside, get some fresh air in your lungs, and not anything spectacular, you can just find ways to start off small, and with time hopefully you find that you can actually build up and target the longer distances, target the longer lengths of being active. Number two is actually eating healthy. Now I know you're thinking, Naza, I don't want to hear that, which is normal, but actually eating healthy anyways is a really good thing, but particularly when it comes to winter time, like the normal thing for us to do is want to wrap up warm, be inside, get a takeaway. And hey, there's nothing wrong with a takeaway, right? But just try to ensure that you're getting the right nutrients, the right fluids, getting more greens, grains, nuts into your body. The greens to really feed your body and to get that balance right as well. And so even if you want to have a takeaway, just make sure that you're incorporating a balance from a day to day, week to week, just to really help your body fight and your brain function as well to perform at its optimal level. Number three is actually communicating. Now this can be a tricky one for a lot of us. I know with these days now a lot of us are saying, oh well, I'm too busy, and which is fine. Actually, it's quite normal to be busy, but in your busyness, please do not forget to look after yourself. And communicating with other people can also be a good way to look after yourself, but also to look after other people as well. And what do I mean by that? It just means that actually, yes, you're experiencing these symptoms, but you're not alone, okay? There are lots of people who experience these symptoms, and even just by saying, hey, just reaching out to someone that you can trust and can talk to, again, is enough to just improve your mood by a little bit, but also you're able to share and, find a commonality between you. And that, I know it sounds weird talking about it, but can actually help as well. Of course, again, there are circumstances where it might mean that you find it hard to talk to certain people, or perhaps it's a bit more severe for you and it's not just, I guess, mild symptoms, but it's a bit more severe and you're actually experiencing those severe symptoms of depression. I definitely do encourage you to reach out to a therapy service near your place, whatever city or location that you're in. What I'll do in my bio is I'll link some sort of risk numbers and crisis numbers or support numbers that can actually help during the winter as well. There are so many, so please do not feel alone. Even if you haven't got anyone around you that you feel like you can trust or speak to, there are many services that can actually support with that. But again, it's the communication that's really important. Having that space to actually let out what you're feeling and talk to someone and actually process and actually find those techniques and tools that can also help with your difficulties at the time that you're experiencing them. And number four, now I didn't know about this one actually until I spoke to someone a couple of weeks back, but it's having a light box, okay? And a light box, it stimulates your brain to feel more awake and actually feel like it's more daytime, because oftentimes when it comes to winter, it gets darker earlier, which can impact our mood. So if you just sit in front of a light box, reading a book, watching TV, it can help promote that mood and actually reduce those symptoms of winter blues. So those are some tips there, guys. I really hope you found them helpful. You're not alone. These symptoms you're experiencing are not crazy, you're not weird, they're very real, and it's okay to acknowledge them. But definitely, you know, take some of these steps and even do some researching of your own. Speak to your GP or doctor for any further information or further support with it as well. They'll be able to support you. And yeah, I really hope this winter goes well for everyone. Keep going, you're doing really great. God bless, guys.